Hi folks, and welcome to Schick Happens. Today isn't anything video, to be honest. I just got off work and I want to get outside, see what the weather looks like, and if I need to plow. It's going to be nothing more than that. Just thought I'd bring the camera along and film. Just got off work. We were supposed to get 3 or 4 to 8 inches of snow today. Said it could still snow for a few more hours. I think we only got about 3 inches so far. Maybe 2-3 inches. But anyway, I'll see what it looks like here in another couple hours. I'm not gonna fire up the Kubota just for this. Dogs don't seem to care. But real quick, there's been a couple Canadian geese that's been right up behind the barn here. I want to see if they're still hanging out. Yeah, there they are. 2 pair of them. Up in this little watering hole. It's the first time I've ever held this camera like this. Piano just woke up. Yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna need this yet. I just don't I don't want to waste some gas or diesel on 3 inches of snow, but again, that could change. We might get another 3-4 inches here in the next few hours, then I'm going to have to clear the driveway out. We are supposed to get some high winds, so that's going to obviously equate to some drifting snow. Does anyone else besides me use a 2-foot shop broom to clean off vehicles? Get the snow off? I use it all the time. I do a lot of my filming right here on the workbench by the bay door, and I know some of you have commented in recent videos about it sounded like a bird sanctuary in the barn. This arbor vitae here, it's like an attractant to 50-60 sparrows that we have. And when they congregate in there, the microphone on that camera picks them up like you wouldn't believe. But anyway, that tree there is the source of all the sparrows. I have noticed over the last couple weeks a lot of my subscribers that have YouTube channels, homestead channels, are starting to get their seed packets in and getting them potted and starting to grow. And I wish we were in a region to do that this early. It's just way too soon here. I mean, there's obviously it's still winter. We got snow on the ground, more's coming. But typically what we do is around the 10th or 12th, 14th of April is when I usually put our Walla Walla onions in and our seed potatoes. And then we kind of don't mess with anything until around Mother's Day, because usually by then the last chance of a hard frost is gone. But I'm certainly not going to get all these starts going, get them in the garden the first few warm days of April, and then just have them all die a week later when it gets down to 29 degrees. I learned my lesson a long time ago in Northwest Ohio. Wait till Mother's Day for the majority of the things you're going to plant. Now, one thing I would like to do, it's probably not going to happen this year, but sooner or later I would love to build a greenhouse. I'll build it myself and I'll watch several videos, maybe get some plans, or maybe I'll just wing it like all the other projects I do. But out in the corner, the back part of our yard there, kind of where that fence post is, maybe somewhere in there, And I can trim some of them trees out for it to get a lot more sun. But I've always wanted a nice greenhouse. Not a massively huge one, but a decent sized one to start plants early, or even through the winter work on some things. With a good ventilation system in it, good airflow, if I have to get a little heat in there in the winter. My neighbor up the road here has a huge greenhouse, and many times I've went down there and sat in that greenhouse in January and February where he's running his aquaponics. And it was probably 68 degrees in there. You talk about fun, sitting in a greenhouse looking at green and fish and all kinds of neat stuff in 68 degree temps when it looks like this outside. That's a huge reason I want a greenhouse. Now, one thing I will be doing next month for sure is getting all my asparagus cut down right to the base, right down to the dirt. And I'm going to add a layer of salt on that. I talked about that in a previous vlog, I think. But I'll definitely include that in a vlog when I do it. It's just a trick an old farmer told me 30 years ago on his asparagus beds. Put a layer of salt on them before they start sprouting. And that does a pretty good job for the entire season of keeping the weeds down in it. And asparagus is one of the few plants out there that is salt tolerant. It doesn't bother it a bit. Now, in the end of the season, I will add some nutrients to it, some compost or cow poop, but I'll talk about that a little bit more in depth on a vlog next month. Just a couple hours ago when I was going through some comments on my recent video on YouTube, I noticed that I was at 995 subscribers. And that just tickles me, knowing I'm knocking on 1,000 door. I would have never expected that. When I got into this YouTube posting videos 6 months ago, never did I dream that I would be at the point I'm at now. Not that I'm a big YouTuber by any stretch of the means. I just put these videos up because I enjoy making videos. But I sincerely want to thank all of you that have followed me along this journey up to this point, because it's you guys that I do this for. I get a ton of comments on my videos. I love it. I try to comment to everyone's comments or reply to them. And it's just been fun. I'm really anxious to see 6 months down the road in August, after doing this for 1 full year, where I'm at. I still have no intentions of getting monetized. I'm just about there on the watch hours. Obviously, maybe by the time this airs, I'll be at 1,000 subscribers. But I'm just not ready to pull the trigger on that monetization yet. It's not that I'm above it, and I'm not knocking anybody that does it. I really don't care either way, but I'm not going to be stupid either. If this channel grows a little bit more and there's maybe 50, $100 on the table that I'm missing out on, you're going to start seeing ads, because that's some beer money. Been pretty happy with the hens production so far this winter. I got 16 Isa Browns. Usually in the wintertime they slow down quite a bit. I still get some eggs, but it's snowing now, and we usually get some brutally cold weather here in Northwest Ohio, but I think even from December up through now, December, January, and we're just about out of February, they're still laying at 50%. I don't think I've gotten less than 8 eggs in one day, and more often than not, there's around 12. Now, as soon as we get into April, March, April, the daylight start getting longer, the days getting longer with light, I'm sure these are going to kick back up to 14, 15, and 16 a day. But I'm just wondering, for you guys raising chickens, how yours are doing if you're in a northern region like me. And I'm really not northern, I'm just kind of Midwest, I guess. It's been a while since I mentioned another channel, gave a shout out. I think I got away from that, because usually when I give people shout outs, they end up losing subscribers. not gaining them. But this guy don't need to gain any subscribers. He's doing a lot better than me, and he's got a great channel. His name's Rick BORK. And I stumbled on him 2-3 weeks ago, and I've been following him ever since. He's just a good old boy that works hard, has a regular job, and he tends to some property, has herd of cattle. He's been ever vigilant, waiting for new calves to be born, and when the cow needs assistance, he's there. When the calf needs assistance, he's there. He's been sick for the last few days. He's getting over a nasty bug. But just a super great guy, great channel. He's my kind of guy. I just enjoy his content. He occasionally does a live stream. But what I really like is when he's in his shop, drinking a beer, working on a project. So Rick, this one's for you. I hope you don't lose too many subscribers. Oh, and if you're interested in Rick's channel, he's actually in my homepage and my favorites. Go check him out. My whole intention of bringing the camera out in the first place today was to maybe get some footage of me plowing the driveway with the Kubota. There's no need for it. But I'm glad I brought the camera out anyway, just to share some thoughts, talk a little bit, and just bring you up to speed outside of the boring woodworking stuff and the Schickster videos and my country life vlogs. I guess this is just a regular little update vlog. But again, I want to thank everybody for following me along this YouTube journey. It's been great, and I will continue to put videos out, and I sincerely hope you continue to follow me as this channel grows. Again, I was just a few shy of 1,000, so maybe tomorrow morning if I put this up, that's where I'll be. And I'm forever grateful for that. I just never imagined I'd be at this point where I am in the YouTube world. But I can't do it without you folks. And for that, I just want to say thank you. Now I'm going to have a couple beers, feed the cat, take care of the dogs, and maybe get started on another Schickster video. Cheers.